Hi, Darren. It's great to meet you.
Great to meet you, Christine.
So first off, congratulations on the release of Dr. Bredesen's latest book, which is sure to be another bestseller, The Ageless Brain. How's it different than the previous books?
Well, it's all about optimizing something called brain span. That's the time period that your brain is considered to be healthy and functioning well, and we want to stretch that as long as possible.
There seems to be such a focus on healthy aging in general today. Why now?
Well, Christine, it's primarily because people are living longer. But unfortunately, what we've seen in most healthy aging programs is that they're missing the most important part.
What's that?
Well, most people know about the value of exercise for their bodies as they get older.
Right?
However, the part of healthy aging that needs the most attention, yet gets the least love, is supporting your cognitive health.
I agree. I've worked with seniors, and from what I've seen, that's really what determines your quality of life when you get older, where you are mentally.
You're right. When mental decline accelerates, there's less desire to learn new things or take on new adventures or challenges. And as they slow down mentally, often the joy of living can go with it.
It's sad.
It can be quite sad. Adapting to change becomes harder too, which leaves seniors left out, stuck in the past. We see it all the time. They lose their sense of self and eventually their independence too.
You're not painting a rosy picture of what's supposed to be the golden years, Darren.
And that's why I'm here today, Christine, because we've shown that you can stay mentally sharp as you age by following the guidelines laid out in our brain health program. So let's not keep your audience waiting any longer.
Yes, let's get started. Now, what we're talking about today is age-associated cognitive decline, correct?
Yes, that's right.
So is that big drop after 60 inevitable? Because I've known people in their 80s that are still very mentally sharp. They don't appear to be missing a beat.
Fortunately, we've shown the big decline is not inevitable. The rate of decrease in mental ability can vary greatly. What you see here are averages. And if you do the right things, then you may not experience much, if any, decline after age 60. You just need to give your brain what it needs.
So, Darren, then why does cognitive function decline so rapidly for most people? Is it biological? Just unlucky in the genetic lottery? Or is it more about how you take care of yourself? Or something else?
This is exactly what we research. And it turns out that most age-associated mental decline comes from one or more of 4 specific things that all need to be addressed if you want to stay sharp and engaged as you age. Our discovery of this led to the development of our flagship memory supplement.
Okay, you're talking about NeuroQ.
That's right.
I do want to hear about NeuroQ. But first, can you tell us about some of the popular brain supplement ingredients out there that people are taking now? Are they effective?
Well, Christine, if any of them worked, then I wouldn't have spent years developing NeuroQ.
Good point. Let's start with the one that I've seen advertised a lot lately, the one from jellyfish.
I know that one quite well. In my opinion, this ingredient lacks any serious proof that it works at all. It's a protein found in a species of jellyfish, and the proposed theory on how it might work is based on addressing calcium in the brain. But there are 0 independent studies that prove this, and none that show it can improve memory. In fact, they have had to drop any claim of memory whatsoever. Stay far away from this one, Christine.
Got it. Tell me about the other brain supplements out there.
Well, the rest of the popular ones sadly also fall short of what they promise, significantly short of delivering what NeuroQ provides in both short and long-term brain performance.
Why is that?
Well, so many of the more popular ones you see in stores are really just glorified multivitamins. Or some may have 1 or 2 ingredients with a study, but nothing on the formula you're actually buying. But the real reason they don't work is that they don't adequately address what researchers have identified as the 4 key root causes of age-associated mental decline.
And NeuroQ does that?
Yes, and it's the only one that does.
Can you give us an overview of the 4 causes now? And then later in the show, we can get into more detail, including how NeuroQ addresses each.
Sure, here they are. The first cause of mental decline with age is neurotransmitter loss. Next up is neuron loss, and then there is less blood flow to and in the brain. And lastly is the buildup of neurotoxins in the brain, combined with the harmful effects of chronic inflammation. These are the 4 culprits, Christine, and they all need to be addressed.
That's eye-opening stuff. I want to understand each of those, but first, let's go to some real NeuroQ users and hear what they have to say.